God.
You're in a case of the rights today.
I forgot to hit record.
What?
I forgot to hit record.
Did you really?
I really did. I was watching it and I was zooming in and doing all the things.
Do you want to tell him what you forgot to do?
I'm so sorry. I forgot to record Dylan. It was his best shot yet. He hit a hole in one.
Today's guest is a force of nature. She survived a near-death experience, shed over 100 pounds, raised a child solo for a decade, and now runs 2 businesses. Hosts masterminds, mentors her team, and somehow has time to post fire reels. Plus, she's never golfed before, and she's on a golf show. She didn't plan to become an entrepreneur, actually. She was a senior HR manager who has never wanted to own a business. But when life handed her a few wake-up calls, she took her mulligans, made them matter. This episode is about transformation, bold leadership, and figuring out who you really are when everything is on the line. Let's tee it up with one, the only, Ashley Tobias. Hole number 1, we're out here at Grandpa's Woods again. It's going to be straightforward, 307 yards, par 4. It's kind of cold today. Ashley's never golfed before, so we're gonna put one in play for her.
Okay.
That was not good at all.
Oh wait, I thought it was good. I thought that was awesome.
There we go, back and forward. That'll work.
First question.
Yeah, first question.
Okay.
Once I get all the way down to it. I'm sneak peeking.
Oh, sorry.
All right, hole 1, question 1.
Okay.
Let's go way back. What kind of kid were you growing up? Would that vision of you believe the life that you're at right now?
Okay. When I was a kid, I was very much different than I am now. I grew up being completely obsessed with art. Art, yeah. I actually have an art degree. So when I was little, I would write all over the walls and, piss my parents off pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then they put me in art classes and I took every single art class that you could take. I was in art club. Like I did like ceramic, pottery, painting, photography. Like I learned how to develop film in the dark room. And then I decided when I went into college that I was going to do graphic design. So I moved to Tampa, Florida from Podunk, Williamsville, Illinois. And I graduated with 77 people, and then I moved into Tampa where it was like millions and millions of people, and that's where I got my first degree. And then, yeah, so to where I am today, I think the girl back then would have never ever thought like, oh, she'd be owning a moving company or owning 2 different businesses or not using my art degree because it was such a big, it was like my whole life.
All right, so we have my ball over here, just the right side of the fairway. So we're going right at that flag over there. So you can drop your ball probably to the left since you're a right-hander.
Okay.
We got 206 to the flag.
Oh, I see the red flag.
Not a good morning shot. They'll get better from here.
Oh.
Oh no, stay over. And lost.
And lost.
That went in that stuff.
In the tumbleweed. Oh,
That
there you
looked
go.
Way better.
The key is to not give.
Okay, what are you trying to tell me? You want to use a pitch?
Yeah, he said to use the pitch to make it go up.
So we got about 42 yards here from the green, from the center. So Ashley has a little bit of sand wedge, so you can put it by my ball.
Right.
That way you got the extra 3 yards there.
I need all the extra I can get.
Yep. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, just bounced to the right there.
Woohoo!
42 yards, got a little 56 in there. We're gonna run it probably to the right of the flag, it looks like. Sit. Sit. Don't go. All right, we're putting. Oh, read this shot for me. What do you see the green doing?
What do I see the green doing?
Yep, is it moving left to right, right to left? Is it going straight? Oh,
Wow.
You went to the gym before?
Huh?
I said you went to the gym before?
Yesterday?
Wow, these are a lot faster than he said they were. He told us they were slow this morning. Ooh.
I was too much before, and now not enough. This is hard.
Oof.
Have you watched the new Happy Gilmore yet?
I have.
I haven't got to see it yet.
Oh.
But that's all that people are recommending to me now that I've played golf.
Is
a
Happy
couple
Gilmore?
times. Yeah.
Hole 2, question 2.
Okay.
Your first job wasn't exactly what you were doing now. What was your path through HR, and why did you think you'd never want to own a business?
Okay. So, well, my first job was actually at Kmart as a cashier when I was 16, but fast forward through college. Definitely knew I didn't want to do that. Yeah. When I graduated with my bachelor's in business, I did not know what I wanted to do with it. I was totally like, I don't know. I got that degree because I thought that was the next best step after not doing the art thing. But then I got offered a job in staffing. My first HR job, I worked as a entry-level staffing agent at Manpower, and worked there for a while, and then worked at a couple different other staffing agencies. And I think the reason why I never saw myself as a business owner is because once I started working directly under a CEO business owner, and I saw the stress and the amount of chaos that they had to deal with on a daily basis, and I was already dealing with enough chaos in my own life and with our kids and stuff, I was like, there's no way. I don't want anything to do with this. No, thank you.
But you're in HR, so you're automatically dealing stress.
Yeah, but like my favorite thing about HR is employee engagement. But when you're working under someone, how they bring their culture in is how you're going to be able to do HR. So you may want to have like this forward, progressive thinking to build their brand and bring like happy people in. But if they're have like a toxic workplace and they're like have terrible management, then you're never going to be able to do that, and your entire job will be being in reactive mode and just constantly hiring because of that.
Hole number 2 is a par 4, 330 yards from the men's tee, and then 276 from the women's tee there. That guy standing right there could be in danger, so I'm just gonna wait just a little bit. Saw it land. Hey.
Well, it went forward.
You're moving forward. That's progress. All right, so we came up with my ball here. We have 133 to the flag.
How did you know that?
The GPS.
Oh. I was like, dang.
All right, so we got 133. It's a little cold outside, so I'm going to do just a little 9. I go just to the left of that flag, I think is going to be the play. Yikes. Chunky. Chunky. Stay over there. By a tree. Probably have to do yours because I think I'm going to be behind a tree. Nice. Look at that. Taught her everything she knows.
I'm
How do you
ready
feel?
for the PGA.
Oh.
Well,
hit the
if
tree.
it weren't for the tree,
I knew I could go after it a little bit because you hit a good shot.
you would have had it in the bag.
I know.
But the freaking tree.
I figured I could get through it, but I was wrong. All right, we got it lined up for you.
Every time
Little left
that
to
I
right.
putt, I always hear tap, tap, tap it in. Like, and that's from like 1998 or something.
Is it 1998 the first Happy Gilmore came out?
Well, I don't know. I'm making that up. But
Oh, I was gonna say that's impressive recall.
no, but that's what I hear in my head.
Tap it in. Well,
Adam
this one you got to
Sandler.
tap a little bit for her. A little uphill. It's left to right.
And then he would be like, "Wow!"
Yeah, don't do that. Oh, stay up. Dang.
Hole 3, question 3. You've had not one, but 2 near-death experiences.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through what happened and how that changed your life, on how you see work, life, and yourself?
Yeah. Okay, so the first near-death experience was December 2020, and it was actually Christmas Eve. And I had from 2016 to up to this point, I had several kidney stones, and so I knew what that pain felt like, and I was like trying to stick it out because it's Christmas Eve. I didn't want to piss off everybody. I'm like, it's supposed to be the happiest day.
Don't be selfish.
Like, freaking, let's just have a good time. But it was painful, and so. But if this one felt different, I felt like not only did I have the pain of the kidney stone, but I also just felt weird, like something was wrong. And so I kept saying that, but I come from, like, my family and I are, myself included, we're all like, tough it up, like, whatever, don't be a wussy. And so that was kind of the attitude. They were like, you're just drink some cranberry juice and move on. Maybe swing it with some alcohol or something. And I was like, no, dude, I really think this something's wrong. Eventually, like hours later, I was like, I am going to the emergency room. And Justin was like, oh, great. I guess we're going to spend Christmas in the ER. So we all packed up and went. And when I was there, I got through, there was a whole bunch of people there, first of all. And I got through triage, and they make you pee in a cup. And while I was there, I passed the kidney stone. So they were like, okay, we can go ahead and go home. And I was like, well, the pain is still here. Normally when I pass kidney stone, the pain is gone. It's like it just disappears immediately. This was still there. So I was like, whatever, I'm going home. And then the next day, Christmas morning, I woke up and I was like, I feel like my body's shutting down. I'm going back to the ER. And so when I went back, they tested my pee again, and they had my pee from the day before, and they're like, you have a severe kidney infection. Not like a bladder infection, you have a severe kidney infection. So they hooked me up to IV antibiotics, and I sat in the ER for all of Christmas morning and had 2 bags of IV antibiotics, and they sent me home with like the antibiotics and the pills. Yeah. And for the next 14 days, I laid in bed. I still worked. I literally was still answering the phone, but I was laying in bed. I couldn't eat, couldn't function, and I was just laying there like shivering, and I kept telling Justin, I think my body's shutting down, I think I'm gonna die. And I was like sweating and so for the next 2 weeks I had lost a lot of faith in the healthcare industry because they just left me. And that 24 hours was a pivotal thing because I had started to go septic. When you go septic, you have a short window of opportunity before you're freaking like not in a good place.
Yeah.
And so then I spent those next 2 weeks like literally willing myself to live. And then I started researching like alternative ways to get through that. And that's when I found Dr. Daniel Pompa, and fast forward, Justin and I did this cellular detox over 18 months. Lost the first 75 pounds. We got rid of heavy metals, parasites, all kinds of stuff, and mold. And then after doing that, I became obsessed, and I was like researching hundreds and hundreds of hours of like healing myself. And there were so many things that came out of that were amazing. But the one thing that did not change was I had this UTI that just would not go away. And I was still having like this problem. I was like, I have literally done everything that you're supposed to do. What is wrong? And so then I was like getting familiar with other doctors. And then this one guy said, you need to look into biofilm. And biofilm, if you don't know, is when you go to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months and they clean off the plaque, that is biofilm. That's bacteria's way. It like builds an army so that it can recreate itself. And he's like, I bet that you have done all this work and you've just got a huge biofilm, and you need to bust through that and then get the bacteria out, and then your UTI will go away. I mean, in theory, this is great, right?
Yeah.
And so then I started taking this extremely strong biofilm buster, and by day 4, I went septic, full on septic, because I had busted through the biofilm successfully. But what I did not understand was that the bacteria that I had in my body was extremely dangerous, and I lost consciousness like 20-30 times, lost control of my bowels. And then my friends were there and they called an ambulance, and I went to the ER, and that's when they confirmed you were for sure septic, like full-blown sepsis. And then I stayed in the hospital for like 5 days. And after that, I was like, I had to have 4 emergency kidney surgeries to get these stones out, because the stones had started, I had dozens of them, and they started to form like one massive stone to take over my kidneys. And so I was like, what the hell? And so after I went through all of these surgeries, and I got it out, and I retested, and it's completely gone. My outlook on life is totally different now. Like I used to, I'm a positive person, but I have to try. Yeah. And now I just kind of wake up every day, and I really am like glad to be alive. I have joy, and I'm so grateful. Like, I'm grateful for sitting here. I suck at golf. I suck at golf so bad, but like I'm just grateful that I'm alive, and this is a beautiful day. And like I'm more than ever, I pay attention to the things that I think we take for granted. Yeah. So that's a long story of how I almost died twice, but it does change your outlook very quickly.
Yikes.
Yeah.
My wife has kidney stones, but nowhere close to what you had.
Well, so most people who have kidney stones from their diet, mine was not. This bacteria is a very rare one that usually only old people get.
So you're extra special?
Yeah.
Extra rare?
Yeah, so I don't think they knew what to do, because I was only like 36 back then, and now, well, I'm 41 now, but like it's old people and people with catheters, and I didn't meet either of those. So I'm like, how the hell did I get that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Justin's cooking.
Oh, where are you aiming? We're this way.
This?
That red flag.
This one, straight ahead?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely wrong one. Shit.
You're good. Look at that. There you go.
Holy cow!
Nice shot. Straight as straight can be. Good shot.
I also just learned recently that armadillos are here, and I did not know that.
What?
Armadillos.
Seriously?
Somebody posted on Facebook, they found one like
An
dead
armadillo.
on the side of the road, and I was like,
I'll be standing right over there.
I thought for sure
That they were not here. Huh. I did not know armadillos were in Nebraska. All right, so this place is about 136 with a slope. So we have a nice little 8 because nothing is flying very well today. Saying that, it's probably going to fly.
Dang, good job.
Sit. Sit right there.
Oh,
Sit. Stay on.
dang, Dylan, good
All right,
job.
went a little far.
And what is a birdie?
That's
What is a birdie?
So birdie is 1 under par.
Okay.
So par is what the course thinks you should shoot on this. And then a
So-
birdie is 1 under.
So 2 would
Yep.
be.
And then the advanced version of a birdie is called an eagle. So 2 under par. So like that would have been basically a hole in one for
Right.
a par 3. Would have been an eagle. And then you can get an albatross, which is 3 under. So like on par 5, if you make it in the hole in 2, which is more rare than a hole in 1. Yeah. And then a bogey is 1 over, double bogey, triple bogey, quadruple bogey. There's no fancy ones that I know for that at least.
Okay.
But we're gonna let him chip on, and then we're gonna do our putt. We did let these 2 gentlemen behind us kind of play through-ish. We teed off, and they teed off. They're moving a little bit faster than what we are, which is filming and answering questions. So by the next tee shot with answering our question, they'll be ahead of us. Got a left to right with a hill at the bottom. We got it lined up for good looking putt. This didn't go enough.
Nope.
That's all right. Not enough. Wow. All right. We'll go finish this one out.
I thought I'm either gonna hit it too hard or not enough.
Stay up. Oh. Another bogey.
You lost over 100 pounds, rebuilt your health, grew closer to your marriage. What clicked, and what was the hardest part people don't see?
So the thing that clicked was, like I talked about, the near-death experiences. And I had spent a whole lot of time trying not to be seen up until I started losing weight.
What do you mean by trying not to be seen?
So I feel like I mastered the art of learning to be at least marginally successful without ever letting anyone really see me. I didn't want to be seen in the crowd. I didn't want to network. I didn't want to be the face of the company, even though I was very proud of it, because I had a lot of deep-rooted shame behind my weight. So once I lost that weight, first of all, going through that journey alone is hard. But then whenever I went through it with Justin, we went through something hard together, and we already had a goal of making T-Square successful, so we were close. But then when we had a goal of getting in the best shape of our lives together, that just like solidified the bond. We had been through so much stuff, and so when he walked alongside me through that, and then he was doing it too, it gave me this sense of confidence. Like I know I can do it because he's doing it. We're doing it together. I didn't have to worry about like, is he eating the processed food, because we were just doing it together.
Is he having ice cream? I'm not allowed to have ice cream.
Yeah, we didn't have it in the house. We like both collectively held each other accountable. I just think when you are married with someone, you go through something hard, you need to find something that like keeps the bond going, because you have kids and you have the business or whatever, and all of these things can really, if you're not careful, it can tear you apart.
Those are very hard.
It's very, very hard. I mean, you have small children, you know, like you spend your entire purpose goes from like yourself and whatever to like raising tiny humans and being in their world and just living in it. And so as the kids were growing up and being teenagers, and some of them were leaving and stuff, I was also going through this phase of like identity crisis of I am a mother, but that's not the only thing that I am.
Yeah.
And so then as I lost weight and I got more confident, I was able to like really figure out the things that I have always wanted to do. But I put the kids first, and that's what needed to happen. But now like I had this moment where I can put more of like everything that I've always wanted to do, everything that Justin's always wanted to do. And so just through that whole entire thing, I think has given us a new purpose and a new outlook on life.
Do you think that, so like obviously the way that it happened was big motivator and big driver for a lot of it. Do you think, I hear it often that people are
You guys have a good day.
you do.
Mine's going to get better.
Bye. So I hear often that like going into the limelight, going into like the shining moment is very hard for a lot of people, because you have those things that are just like, okay, here we go. And then it's like, okay, I struggle with weight, but I also struggle with this. I struggle with this. So you just give yourself excuses with a lot of it. But then I run into people that used to struggle with weight, 400 pounds, and now they're 200 pounds, super healthy, but they still struggle with that aspect. Do you feel like if you didn't have that near-death experience twice, that even with the weight loss, you would have not had that same perspective to be able to get into the limelight?
I think that that's a fair thing to say, because I also believe that we stay the way we are, no matter if it's weight or whatever our issue is, until the pain of, there's like a greater pain. And so it is easier to accept the change and move forward. When my pain was near death, that there is no greater thing of opening your eyes to life. Like, I don't care what I have to do. I'm going to get healthy because I want to live for myself, my kids, my family, my businesses, my legacy. And so it definitely did. But I think you don't have to have a near-death experience to change your life. Maybe it's a far less thing to have to go through. Like I had to almost die twice. I mean, like shit, most people like one is enough.
Yeah.
But I'm hard-headed, so
You're not going to do it right the first time. We're doing it right the second time.
But now, like, I truly do. I'm so happy. Like, even when, like, I'm fighting with Justin, I'm like, I'm fighting for, like, I'm so happy that we're fighting because I give a shit and you give a shit and, like, we're together. And, like, whereas a lot of people would, like, shut down, and I used to do that. But now Now my goal, besides like keep building our brand and keep growing our business, like I want to be vulnerable for people so that they can see like they can do it, but also like vulnerable in like our marriage and the stuff that we went through with the kids and all of this stuff. Because if I can be brave enough to do all the things that I've done so far, then I can also be brave enough to tell you all the bad stuff that we went through that kind of changed our mindset to get us where we are now.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
often the bad things that make the most out of us and build the most character.
Yeah.
It's the hardest to share.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't want the shame to rule my life anymore.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's kick ass on this whole floor.
Okay.
Is it glass?
I don't know. You should probably use it.
It
I think
sounds
it's
like glass.
It's like a really weird plastic. Nice. Get up there. In the fairway. Good shot. Progressively getting better and better and better, I see. So that's really nice. I don't know if this is gonna be enough club. I have a 7.
Why do you do that instead of the driver? Because if you hit the driver, it would go too far?
Yeah.
Okay.
My driver goes like 250.
Because you're like super strong.
No. Oh, a little toey. All right, so we got my shot here. It is kind of a tricky one. Get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there.
Oh.
Oh, close. All right, gonna try to keep this a little low. Run it just short of the green, I think, and then let it roll. So it kind of looks like we're on an uphill. Or run it miles past. So we're gonna Ashley's ball over here. We're gonna make this for our par. Oh, go, 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 go.
Not quite.
Looks like just a nice little 30-yard chip shot. So we're gonna see if we can get this thing to stop. Sit right there. How'd it work? All right, I want you to go ahead and read this putt for me. What do you see?
Like
What do
I
you
need
see?
to just go like a little bit this way so that
Which
it
way?
rolls that way. Left.
Left? It goes left?
Like it's gonna go right, but I
Okay.
want to hit it a little left so that when it
So
goes
left to right, so you're gonna hit. Okay,
Is that right?
let's see it. I'll say I think it goes just barely, so like aim at the top of the cup. Oh. You kidding me? Miles past it. All right, double bogey, we'll tap this in.
Oh my gosh. Just kidding. It went in. That's what I was doing yesterday. Oh,
Hi.
there you go.
Hole 5, question 5. You were a single mom for 10 years. How did that season shape the way you led now in business and in life?
It's probably the most influential thing that I have. Yeah. 10 years of raising Taylor. I will not say by myself because my family is extremely supportive and they would like fight over who got to see him. So
It's nice.
shout out to them because I know a lot of single moms that have to go through it all alone. They have to pay for daycare. I never had to do any of that. They allowed me to finish my degree. But I think what it did was in the beginning, I've kind of evolved through this. It made me hyper independent because I needed to be during that time. And then once Justin and I were together, the thing that I learned was the importance of interdependence. That was probably my greatest challenge. And I still struggle with it to this day.
Interdependence.
Yes. Because it's one thing, like I had to be independent, but now I need to have interdependence. I need to trust Justin. But so the thing that it taught me was learning through that hyper independence, which is probably a trauma response, not letting that shape the business in a way that could create toxic workplace. Because I think it very well could roll over into like micromanaging and taking too much control over things. And so really, because I went through that and I felt like that, and then I tried to be self-aware, my goal is to not let that control me too much and then siphon over to my team and then have them be like, oh, I hate working for that lady. So,
You feel like you're more of a mom figure now than you probably would have been?
oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, Taylor the other day, he said my mom takes in all the strays, like, and because I have a heart for helping people. So a lot of the movers that have come into our workplace, we kind of just adopt them and we help them. And most recently, my biggest thing that I am like really, really am going to start shouting from the rooftops. I want to be known as the moving company that supports sobriety to the point where like when we have T-Square events, we're not going to have any alcohol at all anymore, because I've helped so many young men through their sobriety journey that like it's just become a part of who we are. And I just really, really, really feel like that is one of the most important things that we're doing.
Yeah. I will say the more and more you get into golfing, the more and more you'll want to drink because it's tough. But those tee shots are not tough, so we'll meet you there.
All right, hole 5, another par 3. It's gonna play 148 is downhill, so I'm guessing it's about 139-ish, just with how downhill it actually is.
Wow.
Turn left.
I feel raindrops.
All right, that works.
That was good.
That'll
that was
work.
really good.
I know I do feel a raindrop too.
I did
We're
it.
just
I'm
right
sorry.
there. Just turned a little bit on us. I don't know if you guys can hear in the audio, but it is thundering pretty good.
Oh.
You got it. Look at that. Get through those.
It went through.
Oh yeah, it went through.
It went through.
It's gonna be right there. All right, so we're up on my ball here. It looks like it's gonna break to the left just a little bit, so we're aiming a little bit to the right there. Oh, turn.
That is easier.
Yeah. Golf is just rhythm, which sucks because of, never mind, I won't say it.
If your rhythm is not good.
Yeah. Go!
Oh.
Hole 6. These days you're running T-Square movers, Save Nebraska local, mentoring your movers like a relationship coach. What lights you up most in your day-to-day?
Exactly that. I
said 3 things. You got to pick one of them.
Okay. My day-to-day, the stuff that I like being around people. So I really love networking, which is ironic because I always thought that I wouldn't like it. I avoided it for 4 years, and then now I love it. And then the same thing with public speaking. I thought that I would hate it, and then I started doing it and I love it. But the thing that I love the most more than anything else is making the movers into better.
Movers into men.
Wait, I should trademark that.
That's where I thought you were going. Movers into men.
No, they're already young men, but like just
Movers into
developing
motivated
their leadership skills. And like I could just go for hours and hours and hours talking about leadership. And when I see that thing, that whatever I say that just clicks and it lights up for them, and then all of a sudden they're like wanting to achieve goals that they didn't know that they wanted before. I like that part the most.
Look at that. I think that's an alligator right there.
Really?
I think so.
You sure it's not just trash?
I don't know. It's popped up like one. All right, so we got a little par 3. It's gonna be 105 yards to there. Last couple shots felt pretty good, so I'm gonna do a 52. Yeah, you should definitely trademark the movers into motivated men, because then it's M squared, motivated men.
Oh, yeah.
If I would pull out one piece of this master, or like the leadership that you do with your movers, what would be the one lesson that you really feel like is the most impactful for people?
I teach them servant leadership.
Okay, great book.
So a lot of Simon Sinek and John Maxwell principles.
Nice. Oh, a little left. Way left. Hit a good rock. Bounce. Make a hole in one right here, and then I'm gonna jump on the water. Get eaten by the alligator. That is definitely an alligator. Look at that thing.
Let's see. Shut up, it is.
Yeah. Look at that.
How alligators in Nebraska?
Yeah. Definitely not jumping in the water now.
Like it had to be placed here.
No, he probably, that's Grandpa right there. A lot of people don't understand that is actually Grandpa at Grandpa's Woods. Nice. Oh yeah, hit that car path. Hit the car path. Look at that thing go. That thing went miles. It's right behind that tree there.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go. Oh, just on the edge. Turn.
That's kind of hard to do, to get it to kind of flop in the air.
It takes some practice. I didn't grab a putter, did you?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll take your club, I'll go grab the putters. Oh, what? There we go. Par it is.
Hole 7. What's something people totally misunderstand about you and what you do?
I guess the people that know me through networking don't understand that I used to, everything that didn't have to do with the actual physical move, I used to do all of that.
So like all the paperwork,
all of the back end stuff, the paperwork, the answering the phones, the booking the jobs, the estimating, everything that didn't have to do with the physical labor part. And I now mostly Corey and Taylor do that. And then I get to go out and do the networking. Yeah.
You're almost completely removed from a lot of it.
Yeah, that was the goal. When Justin made all of the systems, and we had a goal after we got all of our systems in place to scale. We knew that my role needed to be to go out and to make everybody know who we are. So,
Do you prefer that way more, or do you miss
Yeah.
the back end stuff a little bit?
I like being involved still. I like working. I'm one of the few people. Maybe there's a lot, but I don't really know very many. I really do enjoy working. I really don't know what to do when I'm not.
Golf.
But
Now you can golf?
I could golf.
Yeah.
Now I could golf.
All right, so we have a par 4. So it's gonna be really cool. They got a river right here, another river right there, and the flag's just gonna be over there to the right. So you can go for it all, or you can just lay up over there. I think Ashley's tee box is actually over there, so I'm going to go for it. So we have 185. I have a little forward just so I can get the ball up a little bit more versus my 6 iron. No, go, go, go.
It went in the water?
Splash. There's something that's dry. Great t-shirt.
Okay.
All right, so we got 30 yards over here. Once again, we're staying in the cart because it is sprinkling a little bit.
I made it go in the air. That was my goal.
Goal accomplished.
Yes.
All right, pretty much the same shot that we just had.
If you got stuck in a car with that one person, who I don't know his name, that does the car karaoke,
Oh,
what would be your go-to karaoke song?
oh God, I am a terrible singer. Shoot by Salt and Pepper. Yeah.
Push It by Salt and Pepper would have been more acceptable answer.
I just had our movers were singing that on the job the other day.
Push It? Nice.
They were pushing a 1,100-pound concrete crusher.
Yeah.
All right, so we got my chip shot right here. So we had 1 there, 2 here. Oh, what a putt. Go tap that in.
Yeah.
Go tap it in. We got par saved, so now we just need to make this for a birdie.
So close.
I hit it through his brake. Ugh, that didn't work. You didn't catch that on film, did you?
Yep.
Non-athletic move.
All right, so it's going to be 144 uphill par 3. So it's probably going to play like 150, so it'll be a 7 for me. Which leads us to our question. Hole 8, question 8.
Okay.
You already know what this question is. Let's give you the mic. Where can people follow your story? How can they work with T-Square Movers, Save Nebraska Local, and connect with your mastermind world?
Okay. So to connect with me personally and to know my brand, you can go on Instagram for T-Square Mom or on my personal Facebook page, Ashley Tobias.
We'll put that somewhere up here.
Yeah. And then for T-Square Movers, if you need help with any kind of moving, packing, whether it's residential, commercial, one-off big items like a pool table, hot tub, massage chair, sauna, piano, whatever. Concrete mixer. Hopefully we never do that again. Or if you need to do a whole house move or a whole office move, you can go to tsquaremovers.com. You can find us on literally every social media platform, or you can also text or call us at 402-645-4067. We do free estimates. We can do almost every estimate virtually without ever having to come to you, thanks to my genius husband with all of his systems. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it just Lincoln, Omaha area, or just Lincoln, or where's your area?
So we service Lincoln and surrounding up to 150 miles. So sometimes that may cross over into Iowa, Kansas, whatever, not very much, but majority of our stuff is in Nebraska.
Nice.
And then for Save Nebraska Local, we have 2 networking events a month. One is a mastermind. It's the second Thursday, 1:30 p.m. at Rosie's. It's always free. My goal is to help business owners just grow and develop and be the best version of themselves. And then there is the fourth Thursday of the month, which is our free regular networking. There is no agenda. There's no structure. So anybody who's new to networking can come to that, and I will literally hold your hand as we walk through like this, because it's kind of like the psychological safety. I want to provide a space where someone who's new and terrified can come in and understand, like, you can be part of us. We want you here. Nice. And instead of feeling like real cliquey. Oh my God.
You're in a case of the rights today.
I forgot to hit record.
What?
I forgot to hit record.
Did you really?
I really did. I was watching it and I was zooming in and doing all the things.
Do you want to tell him what you forgot to do?
I'm so sorry. I forgot to record Dylan. It was his best shot yet. He hit a hole in one.
No, I did not. I am just gonna, so you guys can see it.
I was so excited. I was zooming in and out, doing all the things.
Just gonna, so you guys can see it. I am just right there. So I hit that tree over there to bounce back in. All right, so Ashley's gonna have about 135. It's gonna play about 145, probably with this hill. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a big hill up there. Kind of goes uphill. She has a driver in her hand. Into the tree. Did it bounce out? Nope, that tree ate it.
The tree ate it. New ball.
New ball. That's all right. We got mine up there. So hopefully we can get up and down for a par. Seems like we're having a lot of these little 30-yard shots, so she's going to be pretty good at them. Oh, go, 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 go.
I'm doing the air.
Oh. So it is raining pretty good, so we're just going to rotate on putting. Downpours on her. Good part is we only have one hole left. So we'll see where this one goes. Make it. That was close.
It was so close.
This will be the first episode filmed in the rain. So that's fun. Sit. All right, hopefully I make this so you don't have to come out here. Okay.
Hole 9, question 9.
Okay.
Your Mulligan question.
Okay.
If you could take one swing again at life, personal or professional, what moment would you go back and play differently, and what would you do instead?
So I think I would have taken a shot at starting public speaking a lot earlier. I spent over 20 years being so afraid of it that I avoided it at all costs, and there is no getting around being afraid and having like the mini panic attack when you very first start. But I was more focused on, I didn't want people to see me have an anxiety. And so now, and I was afraid of, they're gonna see, I'm sweating and I'm shaking and I'm scared. But then as soon as I just said it out loud, I'm scared, then everybody came around me and was like, well, it'll be okay. We're here to support you. Somebody at the gym who she probably doesn't even know that I value her the way I do, but hopefully she'll see this. Maybe I'll make a point of telling her. Her name is Deanna. She has spent 20 or 30 years in radio networking, just being in the limelight. She's really good at being like MC. She just can work the room so great. She's like, Ashley, stop being afraid. Everyone out there came to listen to you. They're rooting for you to win. No one wants you to not win. And so I've always kept that in the back of my head, and it really helped.
Yeah.
It is recording.
It is recording? Okay. Perfect. It's 1:45 in the rain. We're going to play this on the right side here. A little fat, but it did go straight. Run, run, run. So actually going to be about 130. If she hits this clean, it should be on the green. Oh yeah, hit it good. Ran right up. Look at you go.
Dang.
Just needed the rain earlier. You would have gotten into the swing of things.
Rain is my good luck charm.
Sit. That'll be good. So we got a little left to right breaker down the hill. We need this putt. So we make this. This will be our par putt. So this is big, little hill.
Wow.
I lipped out. Oh, bogey. Oh, nothing worse than lipping out on the last one for a par. I would have saved our 9 over. So we officially finished 10 over. Ashley, I want to thank you for being a guest on the channel.
Thanks for having me.
It was great. I loved learning more about your story. I could have done without you bringing the rain. So maybe next time we golf, no rain. But if you liked anything, if you want to ask her any questions, feel free to comment down below or go follow them on social media, go follow their website, and of course, look for them the next time you're moving.
Remember, swing hard, take your mulligans, and have a good one.